The night was supposed to belong to the glitter of chandeliers, the hush of champagne flutes clinking, and the steady flash of cameras capturing Hollywood's finest at yet another luxury gala. But for those who attended, or those who scrolled endlessly through the stream of photos released afterward, there was only one headline moment. Sam Heughan was spotted with Monica Clark, the woman once rumored to be his flame. It happened quietly at first. Guests whispered, photographers leaned closer, and suddenly, the hush became a roar. Sam, always elegant and understated in a tailored suit, entered the grand hall with his familiar charisma. But walking only a step behind, catching the light of the cameras in her emerald dress, was Monica Clark. The Australian model and entrepreneur, known for her striking features and confident grace, seemed perfectly at ease beside him, as though no time had passed since their last appearance together. For longtime fans, the sight was electric. Sam and Monica had once been linked in whispers, spotted on cozy outings and quiet dinners, yet their relationship had always remained unconfirmed. Then, just as quickly as it had ignited, it seemed to fade, Sam returning to his famously private routine, Monica focusing on her own ventures. The silence around their connection left fans with questions unanswered, tucked away as one more mystery in Sam's carefully guarded personal life. But here, under the unforgiving glare of a luxury event's spotlight, the mystery reignited. The way they walked, close, but not too close, was enough to stir speculation. Monica leaned toward him as they exchanged words. Sam's smile, subtle but genuine, hinted at familiarity, at comfort. For a man known for his reserved demeanor in public, the warmth in his expression did not go unnoticed. On social media, fans pounced immediately. "Wait, Sam and Monica? At the same event? Together?" One post read, "Already going viral within minutes?" Another fan added, "This isn't coincidence. You don't arrive at a luxury gala with your ex unless there's something more." The theories flew as fast as the photos, with every frame scrutinized. Her hand brushing against his arm, their shared laughter during a conversation, the fact that they seemed to avoid other groups, as though cocooned in their own world. Reporters on site wasted no time trying to capture a statement, but Sam slipped past the press with his trademark polite smile, offering nothing. Monica, equally poised, gave a graceful nod but no comment. Their silence, as always, spoke louder than words. And yet, the tension was undeniable. For those who remembered, Sam and Monica's rumored romance had been painted as fleeting. Two people whose lives were simply too different, too busy, to truly intertwine. But seeing them again in the same orbit, at an event dripping with wealth and status, suggested that whatever bond they once had hadn't been erased entirely. If anything, the sight of them together now seemed to hint at unfinished business. The luxury event itself seemed to fade into the background. Yes, there were celebrities, designers, and industry giants in attendance, but the buzz of the evening centered squarely on this unexpected pairing. Attendees whispered behind champagne glasses, fans online crafted elaborate timelines, and media outlets rushed to push headlines before the night was even over. The real question, however, was one no one dared to ask outright. Were Sam Heughan and Monica Clark back together? The evidence only grew as the night continued. Eyewitnesses reported seeing the two share a quiet corner conversation, leaning close enough that the noise of the gala didn't intrude. One attendee described them as looking like old friends, maybe more. There was an intimacy there. Another claimed to have seen them leave the main hall together for a brief moment, returning minutes later with smiles that seemed almost conspiratorial. For fans, the possibility was both thrilling and disorienting. Many had long speculated about Sam's elusive love life, fueling rumors that ranged from co-stars to mystery companions. But Monica was different. She was real, visible, and undeniably part of his past. The thought that she might also be part of his present, and possibly his future, sent the fandom spiraling into theories and debates. The photographs told their own story. In one, Monica's hand rested lightly on Sam's shoulder as she leaned in to say something. In another, Sam looked at her with an expression softer than the stoic image fans often associated with him. They weren't posed moments for the cameras, They were candid, fleeting, but impossible to dismiss. And then came the final spark of the night, the detail that pushed speculation into overdrive. As the event drew to a close, several photographers swore they saw Sam and Monica exit together, slipping into the same waiting car. The grainy images weren't definitive, but the narrative was already written. Sam Heughan and Monica Clark, side by side once again. Whether coincidence or confession, the luxury gala had unleashed a storm. The whispers of a rekindled romance had broken free, and fans were left desperate to know if this was a fleeting reunion, or the beginning of something far more serious. The truth, as always with Sam Heughan, remained hidden. But one thing was certain. This wasn't the last time the world would be asking about Sam and Monica. By the next morning, the luxury event itself had been reduced to a footnote. The dazzling gowns and glittering jewels of Hollywood's elite were forgotten. Every headline screamed about the same thing: Sam Heughan and Monica Clark, seen together again. Tabloids pounced first, splashing photos across their front pages. Sam and Monica back on, one magazine teased. Another was more dramatic: the return of a secret love. Gossip sites poured over every detail. The way Monica leaned in, the way Sam smiled, the rumor that they had left in the same car. Each image, each fragment of the evening was dissected as though it contained the answer to the fandom's burning question: were they really back together? On social media, fans went into overdrive. Some rejoiced, convinced this was the love story they had been waiting for. "If Sam's happy, I'm happy. And you can see it on his face. He's glowing," one fan tweeted. Another, more skeptical voice countered, "We've been down this road before. Sam keeps his private life private. Don't jump to conclusions." The fandom split into camps: the hopeful romantics, the wary skeptics, and those simply enjoying the drama unfolding in real time. What made the story even juicier was Monica Clark's re-emergence. For those who didn't follow her closely, she had slipped into the background after rumors of her relationship with Sam faded years earlier. But Monica was no stranger to the spotlight. An accomplished model and entrepreneur, she had built her career on both her striking presence and her sharp business instincts. To some, her return alongside Sam seemed perfectly natural, two ambitious individuals crossing paths once more. To others, it raised questions. Was this reunion orchestrated? Was it coincidental? Or was it something far more intentional? The media frenzy only grew when fans began to revisit their past. Photos resurfaced of Sam and Monica in New York, casually dining together, sparking the original wave of romance rumors. At the time, both had chosen silence, refusing to confirm or deny the whispers. Now, with their names once again entwined, the silence felt heavier. History, it seemed, was repeating itself, but with higher stakes. Theories multiplied online. Some speculated that Sam's schedule, with the final season of Outlander approaching and his stage work on Macbeth making headlines, had aligned perfectly with Monica's own ventures, making Paris or London a natural meeting ground. Others suspected that this was not coincidence at all, but a deliberate choice to step back into each other's lives. Still others cynically suggested that it could be nothing more than a PR move, designed to keep Sam's name buzzing in headlines as his career transitioned beyond Outlander. Meanwhile, Monica herself became the subject of renewed fascination. Fashion bloggers praised her choice of gown at the gala, calling her appearance a masterclass in understated luxury. Fans dove into her Instagram, searching for hidden clues, captions, locations, even the reflection in a glass of wine. A handful swore they found hints, subtle nods that connected her recent travels to Sam's own. None of it was definitive, but in the court of public opinion, speculation carried as much weight as fact. Sam, true to form, offered no comment. In interviews following the gala, he deflected with his usual grace, focusing on his work, his whiskey brand, and his charity initiatives. Yet his silence only amplified the curiosity. Each smile, each carefully chosen word became a puzzle piece fans tried to fit into their theories. Was his quiet composure a shield, or was it a sign that something truly personal was at stake? As the days passed, the conversation didn't die down, it intensified. Outlander fan groups lit up with debates. Some argued passionately that Sam deserved happiness, no matter who it was with. Others worried that stepping back into a romance with Monica could distract him from his career at a pivotal moment. And then there were those who simply relished the mystery, enjoying the thrill of not knowing, of piecing together fragments of a love story that may or may not exist. The most compelling moment came when a fan video surfaced online, allegedly showing Sam and Monica walking through a hotel lobby the morning after the gala. The footage was grainy, the angle poor, but it looked convincing. They weren't holding hands, but they were close enough that the rumor mill exploded once again. "That's them. That's proof," one commenter wrote. "They're definitely back together." Others remained unconvinced, dismissing it as coincidence. In truth, no one knew the full story. Perhaps it was a rekindling of something once left unfinished. Perhaps it was nothing more than two old friends sharing a moment in the spotlight. Or perhaps the real truth lay somewhere in between, a bond not meant for public consumption, fragile and private, shielded from the noise of fame. For now, the answer remained elusive. But one thing was undeniable. The sight of Sam Heughan and Monica Clark together had reignited a fascination that fans couldn't ignore. Whether reunion or rumor, the world would be watching, and waiting, for the next chapter.